Hello everyone, and welcome back. In this video I'm going to make another one of the keto friendly meals or dishes, whatever you want to call it. This one here is more of a dessert. It's strawberry rhubarb crumble. The hardest thing for Melissa right now, being on the keto diet, is when she goes to the store, like she'll go to the grocery store, and she said everything in that store, you could fit it all into about 5 foot of one aisle of things that she can actually eat. One thing that she always really liked is she likes sweet things like candy bar or like beignets, sweet stuff like that she really liked, and that's something that really you cannot have on this diet. So the main things that are going into this recipe, I have 1 cup of rhubarb that's been finely diced. Well, it's chopped as far down as I could chop it. I wasn't going to do it by hand. We have 1 cup of finely diced strawberries, and I have 1 cup of finely diced walnuts. I'm going to be using coconut flour, flaxseed meal, stevia, and however you pronounce that, xanthan gum, I don't know, whatever this is. And also unsalted butter, which I have sitting outside. It has to be softened, and it's 88 degrees out here, so it's softening up pretty quick. So I'm going to be doing this all in a glass pie tin or pie dish, whatever you want to call it. But per slice, after this is done, it comes up to 230 calories. It'll have 3.5 net carbs and 8.7 actual carbs. And the thing is, with her on this diet, it seems really easy to keep the carbs down. So she's actually having a hard time keeping up with the carbs, which you have to do to keep your body working correctly. So anyway, I don't know which number she wants, 3.5 or 8.7, but that's the two numbers. It has 20.6 grams of fat, 5.2 grams of fiber, and 4.2 grams of protein. So now that you know all the ingredients, let's get in there and get everything mixed together and get this cooked up and see what it looks like. Well, the first thing we're going to work on is the crumble part. We're going to add our 1 cup of finely diced walnuts, half a cup of the coconut flour, a 1/4 cup of the flaxseed meal. Now I'm going to add 1/4 cup of the stevia. One ingredient that I did not mention was it needs 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt. And later on we're going to have 1 teaspoon, I think it is, of lemon juice. So right now I'm going to preheat my oven at 350. And then I need to take 6 tablespoons of the unsalted butter. And it doesn't say softened, it says melted. So I'm going to put it in the microwave. Then we're going to mix this all up. Add our 6 tablespoons of melted butter and mix that up again until it's crumbly. I just tasted a little bit of this, and maybe it'll be better once it's cooked, but I'm telling you, that did not taste very good. In another bowl, I'm supposed to mix together the filling ingredients, which is mainly the rhubarb and the strawberries, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, another 1 or 2 teaspoons of the stevia. I'm just going to put in 1 because after a taste of that crumble, I don't know if I like that sweet or not. And now I'm supposed to add 1/2 teaspoon of this xanthan gum, whatever it is, but you're supposed to just do a little bit at a time and mix it in and then do a little bit more. Seems like kind of a hassle, but now that that's done and set aside, I'm supposed to take out 1/2 cup of the crumble. Now we're going to grease this pan with butter, or this dish, whatever you want to call it. Now we're going to put our crumble stuff in here and press it down in. have no idea if this is how you do it, but this is how I'm going to do it. Now I'm going to dump the filling in. And then spread it around. And now I sprinkle that other half a cup of this crumble that I kept out over the top. So the next step, I'm going to cover it in tin foil, and we're going to put it in the 350-degree oven for 20 minutes. Then I'm going to pull it out, I'm going to pull the tin foil off and put it back in for another 10 to 20 minutes so that crumble gets nice and brown. That smells good. I think I'll set it for, they said between 10 and 20. I think I'll do, just go 15 minutes. Okay, well there it is. It looks pretty good. I'm supposed to put it in the refrigerator now for 3 hours before you cut it or do anything. So what I'm going to do though is that'll be past my bedtime. I'm heading up north tomorrow. I'm going to swing in and see Melissa at her work. And I'll drop this off, and at that time we'll give it a try and see how it tastes. Alright everybody, it's a little after 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm heading up to Superior to see what Melissa thinks about that strawberry rhubarb crumble.
Oh, that looks good.
Doesn't it? Yeah, so
how many
alright, well I dropped it off, but she has to fast until noon, so anyway, she'll give me a call and tell me how she likes it. Alright everyone, well Melissa tried the keto-friendly strawberry rhubarb crumble pie. It was absolutely horrible. She had to spit it out. She couldn't even swallow it. It's the sweetener. Everything in there is good, but that stevia, I put in a quarter cup, I think, plus a teaspoon or whatever, and I tasted some of that crumble and it didn't taste very good to me, but I figured maybe after it baked or something it would be better. She says it was just horrible. It's almost like you could have, instead of a quarter cup, if you would have used 1 or 2 teaspoonfuls maybe. I'm not sure, but maybe though, I don't know much about the artificial sweeteners. Maybe there's another sweetener that isn't quite so sweet, or something about it just wasn't right. Like everything else on both channels, I don't, if it's horrible, I'll tell you it's horrible. And if it's good, I'll tell you it's good. So my continuing quest to find Melissa something that's keto friendly, that's sweet, will continue. And I might try that recipe again, but try a different sweetener or less sweetener or something. So anyway, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Well, after talking to Melissa about that strawberry rhubarb crumble, she had this sweetener up here, and when I opened up the stevia, I just put my finger in it dry, you get a little bit on there, and put it on my tongue, and I did not like that taste at all. And now did the same thing with this, and this is totally different. And so anyway, I'm going to do that same recipe eventually, and I'm going to try this, and I bet it will be really good.